Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading for April 2020. This is going to be for, I'm a Virgo, fellow Virgo suns. You may be a Virgo moon, Virgo rising. You may have planets in the sign of Virgo. Maybe you have some Mercury in your chart, just getting over retrograde. Some of you I know were intuitively guided to the reading, and you're not a Virgo, and that's okay, and that's actually good. I burnt my hand right before I tried to light the candle, and the flame got me, so I'm feeling it. Anyway, so whatever brought you to the reading, welcome guys. I always love doing Virgo's reading. The man I just moved in with is a Virgo sun and a Virgo moon. And, interesting. But lovely at the same time. Alright, so we're going to do a few shuffles. And while I do that, I'm going to ask you, as normal, go ahead and do a little deep breathing. And just exhale out your worries, right? Breathe in deep, fill up your lungs, fill up your belly, hold it for like 4 seconds. Get that negative thought, and as you have it, just exhale it, right? Any worries, send it back into the universe. They'll deal with it, right? This is about breathing in clean air, a fresh perspective, and letting go of the old. I always invite your guides in to join my guides, as long as they are of unconditional love and protection. I feel very protected. If anybody worries about that. We're going to ask that the signs really be illuminated to us today. We want to see our best potential. And we want it to be very clear. Okay. So, I'm in my new digs. No longer have my wood desk. I do miss it. I gave it to my daughter. So, you know, she's Jenny, Love Tarot. And she's using it. And she reads very much like me. And I need to watch one of her recent videos to see if, I don't know. There was just something about that desk. This time I decided, you know what? I'm going to buy a glass desk. I thought I liked the openness of it. And, you know, we'll surround it with some history, some wood, you know, some metal, some crystals, and we've just begun, right? I am on the hunt, which is half the fun. As soon as, you know, we move past the coronavirus, which I wish you all health and safety, as I wish myself and Sam that. But until then, I am being like a little scavenger around the house here, looking for little things. This is all mine, but, well, except for the candle. It's what I brought with me. Alright, we already cut. Alright, let's see what's going on. Definitely feel there's a card that wants to come out. one in particular. Alright. They all came face up. Look at this. We open with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, that is full potential. But we have the Five of Swords next to it. We have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Can be another Virgo if you're a Virgo. And so on and so forth. We have the Queen of Swords, so she is a potential of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now remember, it might not be the King of Pentacles, and it may not be these may not be people. This may be the energy of. So we'll see. We have the King of Wands, so we have a lot of people coming up. Kings and Queens. We have the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have above that, we have the Five Swords. And the Five Swords is about, I'm leaving you, right? I'm leaving something. Well, what's he leaving? He's leaving the Ten of Pentacles. And it's almost like, I can't stay because, my word's not being heard. You're not hearing me. Communication can be very difficult, right? This is someone who is taking the majority of the swords away as he walks away, which to me means he knows that he needs to remove their power to, know his full potential. Because sometimes these people that we're leaving, even family, let's face it, can say things, a quick example is like, one time my mother said at the kitchen table, I know I've told the story before, and said to myself and my younger brother, and she just looked at us and she goes, she goes, the size of your noses, and really, our noses aren't that big. But anyway, she said, the size of your noses, it's almost like both of you have the noses of two people. Well, I was a teenager. And from that moment on, I have always hated my nose. Now, a second before that, I never really even thought about my nose. So, words can stick, right? Words can hurt. And they can stay with us. And that's what I feel like. I feel like someone's almost coming to that realization and saying, no, I can't take that power away. Now, we're moving then into the King of Pentacles. So, it feels like this king is offering some type of stability. This could be like a brother, right? I'm leaving the family and I am, I'm going in another direction. Well, let's see what else we have. With the Three of Cups under the King of Pentacles, I feel good about that. And look at this, the Three of Wands. All right. So if someone is leaving, let's just say the family home, let's say the family business, let's say something where you've somewhat been rooted in time, right? There's, I don't know, almost feels like an obligation, right? But even within that, there seems to be, something that you've had to take on, something that definitely has caused you harm. I'm not really feeling physical, maybe for some of you, but what I mean is, to people, a family, whoever it is, we don't see each other's perspective. And not only that, I feel like, what would happen if I decided, here I am in the Five of Swords, and let's say I decide not to move on. Well, eventually, that's going to put me into the Ten of Swords. So I'm thinking about the Ten of Swords, and I'm thinking, you know, Ten of Swords, this is when I have now stooped into their energy, right? This is now when, you know, and it's just what I'm feeling for right now. It's just like, this is when I have accepted that this will be my life, you know. And Five of Swords is kind of, I feel like this person is realizing that, you know, if I don't make this move, then, you know, I might, even if I'm coming from some sort of abundance, doesn't feel so much about the money though. Then I move into the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, if nothing else, talks about a strong foundation, right? And we're celebrating this energy, right? This energy is bringing us to a certain type of level. Well, definitely where you're feeling optimistic, you're feeling hopeful, right? You're feeling hopeful again. So whoever he is feels good right now, and it feels like this Queen of Swords kind of supporting. You know, she's almost like the supporting player, but don't let that fool you, because that makes me think of the Queen of Pentacles, who, you know, maybe doesn't want to be in the limelight, but she's the one that really holds it all together, right? The King of Pentacles sees the big picture. Trying to think, do we want to take... Well, let's stop here and let's clarify. Look at that with the Lovers on the bottom. Energy of Gemini. And I have the Nine of Cups under that. Boy, I mean, you want to talk about a lot of fulfillment. Let's look at the Lovers as like maybe it's a head over heart decision, right? Which is the basic meaning of the card. Do I go for my dreams, right? Nine of Cups, I'm living in my dream, right? Even if it's just beginning. But it's a 9, so 9 also lets you know that, you know, I kind of feel like, you know, it's just natural. And it's a good place to be, right? And then we have the Lovers on top of that. So, you know, head over heart decision. Do I stay here, or do I move into what calls me? Boy, this sounds very familiar to Leo's reading, to be honest. Well, actually, to everyone's this month. There feels like there's a sense of knowing what you're really responsible for and knowing what you think you're responsible for. Does that make sense? Anyway, and then the Lover could certainly be talking about a lover. Alright, so we've been using 2 different decks this month. They've been working really well, so we're going to stick with them. We're going to go a level deeper. Look at that. So I have the Hermit coming over the Ten of Pentacles, card of Virgo, but in reverse. So I kind of feel like, you know, it's funny, here we are at the Ten of Pentacles, which is normally a great energy. But we're in the Hermit energy and we're in reverse. So I don't feel like, number one, there's a whole lot of spirituality happening there. I don't feel like you get to shine your light while you're there. It's the opposite. I don't feel like, you know, like, where does your wisdom come from? Well, it doesn't come from those that you're around, right? I think you just need to have an awareness. Look at that with the Magician. So, that is your awareness, right? So we get the Magician. The Magician is coming over the Five of Swords. You know, it's feeling like an epiphany, almost, because what's under it, the Six of Pentacles. Well, to be in the Six of Pentacles, you know, it's a beautiful place to be. Yeah, maybe you know, it's almost like, it feels like Prince Harry, who, is leaving, you know, royalty and wants to be, well, what would they say? A commoner? You know, I hope that's the right word. Anyway, but something like that, right? I'm leaving some form of loyalty or royalty, and I'm doing it because, you know, in some way I want to help. The Six of Pentacles is about being very fair, right? It's a card of compassion, and kind of feels like the opposite of where you're at. And this may have come as an epiphany. Some of you may have realized that this was like, you know, it was like I was Robin Hood in my last life, you know, and look at me today. It's almost like a comparison to who I used to be. So, the Hermit in reverse, the Magician beside it. You know, that is definitely flipping the Hermit over. That's the Magician is telling the Hermit, you know, you've got this. This is all within you. The Magician's about reminding you of the tools, right? The tools are already on the table. They already exist. This is remembering, you know, remembering oneself. Maybe the Ten of Pentacles is even about the roots, you know, how far back you go. And, you know, again, all the tools are on the table. We have the infinity sign, so, I don't know. We have that pentacle. I see the pentacle on the table. And then again, we have the King of Pentacles. So, we're about to find out who he is for sure. Alright, we got a few cards. But they're all face up. Well, hello, lover. So, not necessarily romantically. This is someone who is definitely capable of unconditional love, right? You know, when it comes to romantic love, this is, you know, I accept you for your faults, and your pluses, right? But, you know, maybe your faults are kind of funny to me. I don't know. There's a difference in that type of love. We have the Knight of Swords coming over the Queen of Swords. Quick energy. Right? Very fast energy. It's like truth coming at you very quickly. I feel like it's something it's meant to make you feel something emotional quickly. Well, let's keep going. We have the High Priestess. So, it's your intuition. You know, this is the truth. You know, attached to that the Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords is coming in very quickly. And, doesn't feel quietly, right? Attached to the High Priestess. I feel like this is something that we can trust in. Who's ever receiving it, there's no doubt about it, right? It is what it is. It's almost like this Queen of Swords is sending out this Knight of Swords. Look at this. We have the Lovers with the High Priestess. Look at this. So here I am over here in this Ten of Pentacles, whatever it means for you, right? The Hermit can certainly be a Virgo, but certainly what it means is wherever I'm at, people aren't seeing, my light. I'm not learning anything, right? I'm not growing from this type of situation. It feels like there is, through the Magician, some type of an epiphany, some type of a sign, something. Maybe even psychically, since we have the Two of Cups here, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Lovers over here. This may be, sign that someone is coming in quickly, and this could be a twin flame, right? We got the majority of the evidence here. We've got the Sun and Moon, hello. But it doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look at this. With the Ten of Cups, and then next to the Ten of Cups, we have the Tower. So I feel like there was a period where this why can't I talk? This had existed. I almost feel like we're looking at a past life here. I feel like this High Priestess is talking to this Queen of Swords. And I'm not even looking at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm thinking she's, if you have something that you want others to know about, who are you going to tell? You're going to tell the Queen of Swords, right? In her upright, she's speaking the truth. She has a lot of knowledge. She's a great communicator, right? So through her energy, she, I'm looking at the Knight of Swords almost like a mission, right? She's sending, whoever she's representing, she's sending out this knight to bring in some type of a truth, some type of communication, right? We already know, because it's through the High Priestess, that number one, it's spiritual. Number two, that we can trust it. And it has something to do with this Ace of Cups. This is really the main issue. And it's not even an issue. And it is attached to the King of Pentacles. So it's making a little bit more sense. And then this is feeling like a past life. And maybe that's what someone is realizing, right? Like here we were, right? And then we had this tower. And it's almost like the awareness of that. Very interesting. I almost feel like someone else is just being warned, right? They're being warned that be careful. There's a tower. There's a shakeup, right? There's something. But it's almost like you're being warned by a lover. So this Two of Cups feels like protection over this Ten of Cups. Almost like, be careful. This tower is going to happen. And I feel like who's ever in this Two of Cups gets there in time, right? Whatever that means. How do they know? Well, High Priestess. Nothing else. That's our higher self. Okay, let's keep going. So now we have the King of Wands. King of Wands is attached to this Ten of Cups. He looks like he's thinking about something. King of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have Judgment in reverse. Coming over the Six of Pentacles. This King of Wands seems to have some influence over perhaps your decision over something, right? Over something, over someone. You know, maybe it's just, it doesn't even make sense, you know? Like, why are you walking away from this when, you know, why would you walk away from all this for thinking, you know, there's nothing there? And, well, you know, King of Pentacles, I can see the big picture. You know, I definitely feel someone is being spiritually blocked also. Spiritually blocked. Spiritually, and it feels like it's over the difference of the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So it's about moving into the energy of wanting to be compassionate. Not even looking for compassion. It's like, I want to be compassionate. This is someone who is saying, you know, I don't want to be closed off. I want to be open. I want to be me. You know what I mean? And for some, it's like giving feels good. And you're knowing that, but you're not able to do that from this position, right? You have the Seven of Pentacles here, you know, and I don't know, I kind of feel like someone's trying to figure out if this is something that I'm meant to do, right? Seven of Pentacles to me is like planting those seeds of intentions, right? Whether I'm starting today, whether I started 7 years ago, 7 lifetimes ago. It's talking about harvest, you know, and then you have judgment in reverse, and it's almost like, I don't know, you know, I don't know if you need a little bit more patience, because you have the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about patience, right? You have judgment in reverse, and to me, that means just like, whoa, you know, just a little patience. But then the Magician is like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. So, let's keep going. We got some thunder going on outside. Pretty awesome. We have the Knight of Cups. Well, Knight of Cups wants to bring in an offer. This is some type of offer that, you know, you're almost guaranteed to love. First of all, it's coming over the Three of Cups, which is about celebration, right? And it's about celebrating, if it's with other people, with the people that mean the most to me. And that doesn't always mean family, right? There's a feeling, though, here of true unconditional love. It's coming, like, it's coming from above. Let's keep going. We have another card. We have the Fool. So someone's ready to go. It's funny, the Fool was looking back at the Knight of Cups. You know, it's almost like the Fool was saying, hey, I'm ready. Let's go. What you waiting for? The answer is yes. The Fool takes the chance, right? What's under the Fool is the Three of Wands. That's optimism. That's like, you know, I don't need to see those ships out there. I already know they're out there. It's just like, you know, I can't wait to get to them. I can't wait. It's the journey of getting to them. You know, it's not about the ship. So something coming in, something being received. I don't know why I keep saying, You know, it's almost like you got someone whispering in your ear saying, take that chance. Take that chance. And it may not be a human. Maybe an animal. It may be an angel. Like, take that chance. take that chance. You know, and it feels like your thought, because, I don't know, there's almost a certain proudness to it. You know what I mean? So you got something on your side, for sure. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to go below also. Okay, so the Hangman came up first. He's coming under the Queen of Wands. Again, this King of Wands, for some reason, feels like he is a hindrance in someone moving forward, right? You know, where one may feel this journey is meant to be, someone else is questioning it, and as I question it, I stop it. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like a no. And it all, again, is stemming from this 10 of Pentacles, which just does not let you be you. You know, like, you are not you there. You know, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. Anyway, what else do we have? We have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords coming next to the Hangman. Wow. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Remember I was saying the Queen of Swords over here felt like a supporting character? Here she is. I feel like it's through, you know, it's almost like this King of Wands and this Queen of Swords are married. And, you know, perhaps this is a child. You know, let's use that scenario. And, you know, the King of Wands is like, no, no, they're not allowed to go. With Queen of Wands seems to have, even though maybe she's not she's not the one who normally gets to lead the house, because the King of Wands, you know, I want to be the leader. But I feel like, you know, when she speaks up, the King of Wands listens. Maybe she doesn't speak up that often, but when she speaks up, you know, and why? Because she comes from truth. She comes from truth, and that, you know, it's almost like, how can I argue with that, right? I feel like part of this, if I was going to say it was an argument, is over something that's just meant to be, right? Something that, you know, maybe the other is feeling, it's just, listen, I can't explain it. It's just meant to be, right? It's meant to be. You have so much supporting energy coming in toward you also. Okay. It's almost like I don't want your reading to end. Then you have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is being in my head, right? Two of Swords is that blindfold that I put there. You know, I put it there. Why? Because there's something that's hard to face, right? What's hard to face? If you look above her, it is the Three of Wands, the optimism that he feels for something, right? The new start through the Fool. All of that, you know, maybe if this is a family, maybe someone lost someone and now, like, they're clinging to the other child. It's almost what it feels like. Anyway, you know, because, again, I feel some obligation over here, but oh my God, do I want to go that way? We have the Hierophant, which is Cartars. You know, that's a belief system. That is, you know, you could certainly call it a knowing, right? So you got the family on this side, and then you got this belief system, this knowing on the other side, with the Three of Swords, and we have the Moon. You know, I just feel like if it has to do with love, why my decision is hard. You know, I feel like with the Hierophant here, it's almost like, God, I know this person's just meant to be, right? But this Three of Swords is just, and it's next to the moon, so that doesn't mean that it's happened. It's what I wonder, right? Like, oh, can it? Would it? Is it going to happen again? You know, maybe the Tower represents another time in your life when it did happen, right? Oh, is it going to happen again? With the Ace of Swords here, you know, with Judgment and the Hermit in reverse, like you're not listening to yourself. You know, it's funny. I heard something on TV. It's called the Mark of the Beast, and I was like, I always wondered the Mark of the Beast, and they said it's your forehead, you know, it's your brain, and all of a sudden, like, it hit me, like, well, it's your thoughts, right? It's your thoughts and how we believe our thoughts, right? Like, we believe what we tell ourselves, you know, and then we have this gut, our heart, our intuition, that is telling us something else, you know. So I think part of our purpose is figuring that out, you know, figuring it out, because Two of Swords, that's exactly what's going on, right? I'm in that negative. I get the crescent moon. I don't have a full moon, right? But here's the full moon. So, you know, oh my God, it's going to happen again. But what if it doesn't happen again, right? Ten of Cups is there, right? Judgment, though in reverse, you know, it's in reverse because you don't see it. You know, you're not allowing yourself to feel, you know, your ancestors and your spirit guides. That's you, right? Because you are the one that's in reverse. And, you know, all of this can just be flipped around, right? What was fear can turn into adventure, you know, in whatever it is. And whoever is back here, you know, I get it. There's a sense of responsibility to that, but, you know, you have a sense of responsibility to yourself also. And I don't know, because it just feels like there's something out there. Something out there. What should I do here? What should I do? You know, it's like, is it up to me to tell you whether to take that chance or not? No. Do I want to tell you? Yeah, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I will. How much time do we have there? Oh my God. Like, I feel like we could do another spread. So, let's do that. Let's do one more spread. Let me put my foot down because it's falling asleep. And, let's use the Psychic Tarot. Yeah, let's use the Psychic Tarot. You know, we'll just call this the follow-up. Right, so we seem like we had the issue. We seem like we had, you know, the decision. Right? Either I do or I don't. I don't know. I don't know what this will bring us. Let's see. I don't know. I'm feeling very connected to my audience tonight. It's almost like I wish you were, you know, in a way, I feel like you're all around me. But I wish that was a reality. Maybe someday it will be. Okay. So, you know, staying with some of the same things that were going on in the last spread. Let's see what wants to come out. So we have the Truth. And I believe that's Judgment. I mean, whatever it is, it's the truth. We have choose wisely. I feel like, you know what? I don't really need that right now. Like, you know, telling me to choose wisely. I already got enough stress over this. But, you know, we have our ancestors helping us. We have our guides helping us, right? We know now not to pay attention to those thoughts and those things from our past, right? We're kind of a different person now. So, you know, this Seven of Cups doesn't feel so chaotic whatsoever. It's like, what is wrong for me will stand out. You know what I mean? Like, and what is right for me will be illuminated, right? Yeah, that's what it feels like. We have material and spiritual prosperity. Wow. And we have firm foundation. Beautiful. You know, what's this show you? This shows you that no matter what it is you left, right? Because for some of you, it's leaving the Ten of Pentacles. That's the card we all wish for. You know, sometimes be careful what you wish for. But it's leaving that Ten of Pentacles, right? Right off the bat, it almost took half of it away, with not a lot of support behind it. So, you know, and then the first card that opens up here is the energy of a rebirth, right? Saying, giving yourself the opportunity to be who you truly are, right? With choose wisely beside that. All your options will be there, right? They're going to be there for you. To me, it's looking like, you know, like the right people just being there, the right opportunity opening up for you. Why? Because you're on your authentic path. You're on your soul's, you know, where your soul's been like, oh, I've been waiting for this journey, right? And look what's on it. Material and spiritual prosperity. Hello. I mean, you know, what more could we want? I know someone's going to say love, you know, but look at this, firm foundation. No matter what the cards mean, I want you to just look at the words, firm foundation. I want you to see his lower back, right? Illuminated. You know, I know that means something, and I don't know, but I feel like that person, you know, this person has traveled, and this person just feels like, you know, like I'm not who I used to be, type of person. Someone who could, you know, make it through the wilderness, and, you know, it doesn't matter who comes up against me, you know, human or animal, it doesn't matter, or spirit. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do another row. So we have accelerated motion that flipped itself out. So clearly, this is very fast-moving energy, right? To me, this is the energy about what I think about, I bring about. And what I mean about that is, you know, here's something I want you to think about when you have these negative thoughts, because people get afraid of them, like, oh my God, I can't stop thinking negative, that means I'm going to keep having it. Negative thoughts take much more effort to travel, as you know, as we say, travel through the universe, right? It's harder and thicker, and, you know, it's like, where positive thoughts are like, whew, you know what I mean? Like there's no obstacles, you know, it's just clear sailing. So it can come back to you. So don't fear your fearful thoughts. Just be aware of them. You know what I mean? Because when you're aware of them, you can be like, oh, wait a minute. You know, is that true? Or am I just thinking that's true? You know? You can, I don't know, guys. But here you go. You know, and it's coming under the word truth. So I feel like it's talking about you, and I feel like it's talking about the type of life that is yours now, you know, that will be yours. I feel like this is a lot of us, you know, I feel like there's a lot of us just like really changing, but really for the better. Number 8 again. I don't know what I was saying again, but I'm thinking affinity. I'm seeing like a lot of watches, and I almost feel like you can just get rid of that watch. Like, get rid of the watch. We have moving on. So choosing wisely above it. Moving on. Moving on is, I believe, the Six of Swords. So to me, again, it's like, you know, I'm leaving that behind because that wasn't serving me, right? It wasn't bringing me into my spirituality, that's for sure. I wasn't expanding from it, that's for sure. You know, whatever the case, it was like, you know, I could see that my light was dimmed. And, you know, however that awareness got to you, it got to you. And, you know, it's like you saw the truth, you feel the truth, you know, you feel the difference within you. And maybe it took time, and so what? You know what I mean? Whatever it took, right? That's what Seven of Pentacles is about. It's like, listen, have patience with yourself, because when it's time, it's time. When you grow, you grow. Sometimes you got to go through the muck, right? And but so what did you learn? You learned that when these opportunities now show themselves, you just have this this knowing about you, right? That moves you into this material and spiritual growth, expansion, prosperity, right? This is what you can now build yourself upon. That's what I feel like. Like you can build upon this type of energy. When? Well, it seems like whenever you are ready. You know, to me, the Eight of Wands, accelerated motion, is whenever you're ready, right? Because it's my thoughts, it's my wishes that begin everything, right? But with those wishes is my potential of saying, I know it can be, right? Not like, oh, I hope it can be. No, this is different. This is like, I know what can be, and that is what I want to bring back to me. You know, this isn't a star card which is also a beautiful card, but that's saying remain in your hopes and your dreams, right? Here, this is saying, I don't know, I feel like, you know, I know what I want, and it coming back, you know, minus all the crap. It's like, I want my highest potential, so my highest potential comes back, but I see it and I believe it. 5 or 6 of Swords tells me that one of the ways I got there was by leaving the crap behind me. You know, thinking the things that meant everything in the world, realizing that really they mean nothing, right? That they meant nothing. Yeah, it doesn't mean, you know, it's still showing you within a compassionate heart. I'm not saying someone's turning cold. I'm saying that you're realizing different things about yourself, and you're realizing that, you know, sometimes abundance doesn't mean, I don't know. Sometimes you can have nothing, you know, no money, and be in your most abundant self. So, I don't know. We have victory and success. Look at that. We have victory and success under material and spiritual prosperity. Guys, you know, victory and success. That means that, you know, those people before you that, like, you would say, this is my dream, and they were against that, no matter why. You know, sometimes it's just love and fear, but it doesn't matter. You know, whatever it was, whoever said, no, you can't, this is the opposite of that. This is you finding your people, right? Your person. This is people seeing it your way and you seeing it their way. You know, it's where you're meant to be. You know, it's just, you know, like I have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and nothing gets resolved. Come on. This is the collaboration. This is the expansion, right? This is, you know, I want to say this is my people. I don't know. And then we have sacrifice, 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 sacrifice. Oh, God, I don't know why I can't think of what that is. Is that the Chariot? Doesn't look like the Chariot, right? But somebody did tell me. But you know what? I feel like what it's saying, because in the Six of, you know, in a couple of the cards, I do feel this sense of responsibility backwards, right? You know, I feel like in the long run, to be honest, I feel like someone in the long run makes it big, and I feel like you're the type of person that would pay it forward anyway, almost like it, almost like you end up teaching them in the long run. Now, for some of you, it could be a financial thing. You know what I mean? Like down the road, and it's not that you're saying like, I told you so, right? It's not that. I also feel the word sacrifice here. What it's saying is you could never have this firm foundation. You can never have this strength underneath you if you did not go through this experience. Like, this experience really taught you a lot, and it really, even though I can see that it took you down, right? But even when you were down, even when you were in the Hermit in reverse, you still had that light, right? You still had that light, so you used that, you know, and that's when you allowed yourself, that's when you worked yourself out of it, right? That's when you added your spirituality in. You know, maybe you didn't have it there before, and all of a sudden you just found this whole new side of yourself, right? All right. And we have discontentment and boredom that come up. And you know what? I've been getting that a lot this month too. And I have to tell you, I feel like people, you know, including myself, except for this month. This month, I made the biggest change I could even think of ever making. So maybe that's why it's coming through me. You know, saying, you say you can't do. I told myself a million times, like, oh my God, how am I going to live with somebody? Oh my God, how am I going to combine this? Even though the love is there, it's like, oh my God, right? And I was just telling Sam the other night, I say, you know, so weird, the worry that I had. And I said, and none of it existed. I thought we would, I don't know. I allowed myself to think that, like, we would have this distance between us. And I have to tell you, it has just been the opposite. It has been my best and not what I allowed my thoughts to think, right? I would have been here a long time ago, guys. But something changed. I remember saying to God one day, and this was like a month ago, I remember saying, you know what, God? This time, I really am ready. Like, this time, I am ready. So please help me get there, and help me get there as easily as possible. That's why I came here with 3 boxes. God's like, you want easy? Here, there's 3 boxes. But guess what? Some of the most important stuff are in those 3 boxes. So anyway, and I wonder about that. Like, that's when I said, for whatever the reason, like, you know what? I am really ready now. Like, mentally, physically, emotionally, I feel ready. And within a month, I had my plane ticket, and here I am. And I feel like, and I know a lot, I know it's not a lot, some of you don't like me talking about myself, but I have to tell you, I kind of feel like it's saying something like that with some of you. Maybe not to that extent. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I don't think. I just want to kind of know if there's anything I'm missing. Because I do want to do a moment and do an oracle card for you. Excuse me. Look at that. There's that Ten of Pentacles again. I swear to God. You know, what we give away, it's replaced. And a lot of times it's replaced with, you know, what we fought for over here. And then it being replaced over here. It's like, did I fight for that? Like, what was I thinking? Right? What was I thinking? Like, this is really what the Ten of Pentacles is. I don't know. Alright, here's that moon. We have the Knight of Wands. So the moon can certainly be a Pisces. Knight of Wands, this is passion, right? This is passion coming towards someone. Maybe someone's not. Maybe you've been feeling it, but you haven't really known it. Well, here is the Chariot. So no, that is not the Chariot down there. So here is the Chariot, right? Coming over material and spiritual prosperity and victory and success. Moving on. Chariot is a beautiful vehicle to pick you up on, right? It's like, where do you want to go? This is, to me, it's traveling dimensions, right? This is, I'm traveling dimensions. Maybe, I'm almost like seeing back, like, you know, who was back here, even this family, and I love my family, but it seems like I'm in my world now. We have the Four of Cups, which I'm surprised to see, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles coming over the coming over the firm foundation. So I feel like this is saying to you is, you know, here's the moon. Here's the Knight of Wands coming in towards the moon over these decisions. And I feel like what it's saying is, you know what, you're not going to know everything, right? You're just not going to know everything. But you have the energy of truth beside you. That, to me, that's a knowing within you. It's a knowing within you. And I feel like if you follow that, this is where you see the Chariot. This is when the Chariot comes in. And I feel like what that means is a true knowing now. A real balance within you. You know, all parts of you being whole, right? And where is it taking you? What's taking you through, you know, building of your pentacles, however that's going to be for you. But it's also, it's including your spirituality. And look at that. It is like the balance of the Chariot, right? It's prosperity. What's it doing? It's building this foundation within you. I feel like this is a very firm foundation. And what's it producing? The Ten of Pentacles. You know, what I thought was being taken away from me, like, hello. Hello. So I have the Four of Cups there. So the Four of Cups is looking down, and it's a different Four of Cups, though. You know, it's almost like she's dreaming back. Dreaming back. So there may be something within someone dreaming back that kind of awakens you. I'm going to look at that. I feel like this is going back to that past time again. I feel like some of you are, I don't want to say you're repeating a journey. I don't think that. I think you're given an opportunity to do a part of, let's say, a past life. And I've been feeling that lately. Let's say it was a past life. I feel it's true, though. I don't feel like this is karmic. I feel like this is true. It's almost like it's giving you the opportunity to make what was wrong right. To bring it to the closure. And I don't mean closure as, you know, I'm seeing the death card here, but I don't see this death card as in this life. But I am seeing attached to the Four of Wands. And I'm feeling with this destiny, like Like, this has happened before. And I feel like there's a real knowing here. Now, I don't mean like, oh man, I feel like this is a past life. Maybe some of you, yes. But there is, your gut is telling you something. And that's what you want to listen to here. And some of you, I feel like you're going to realize, like, you know, I'm being pulled, and now I get it. Now I get it. You know, because I feel like this is the difference between your soul. I almost feel like your soul is jumping for joy a little, saying, thank God, we can get out of the head. You know, how I said the mark of the beast earlier. I don't know if I should be saying that, but there it is. I'm feeling it more as our thoughts, though, and moving more into, well, the action of Aries, right? Because that's what we're in. That's action. That's movement. But here, whatever was taken away is replaced, and it feels like, baby, that's the way it's always meant to be. Okay. Let's finish with a Mother Mary. Okay, so your reading is going to be a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. I feel like we needed some more closure on that. Not closure, because remember, we have free will. You know, we can feel that good things are coming to us, so we can jump the gun. You know, maybe we can run ahead a little bit. Right? Maybe we feel like there's some negative thing, so we can avoid it this time, or you know what I mean? So there are things I feel like we can do. Okay. Hello. See if anything else wants to come out. So we got Jesus. Oh, I think this is too low now. We have Jesus, and I don't know. Like, I don't try to make these religious, but I think many people love Jesus. Let's read about it. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with the situation. Let's read. Oh. Let me grab a real quick drink. Mother Mary sends you this card because you have a close and personal relationship with her son, Jesus. They both hear and lovingly They both hear and lovingly answer your prayers. Jesus offers healing support to you and your loved ones, as well as helping you have faith in God's miracles of love. This card is also a reminder that Jesus loves you and everyone on this planet, regardless of faith. He's a wonderful role model of forgiveness, integrity, and love that you can emulate in your current situation. Beautiful. So, in some way, this is to help us. Look at the bottom of the deck. God. The name of this is Mary. So I don't know, guys. I love you guys so much. That was, every reading this month, I'm like, okay, well, that was interesting. Like, I didn't think it could be more interesting than last month, but here we are. Well, I've been saying that every single month. Yours, like, I can't even think what I'm going to title it yet. I don't know. I don't know yet. I want to thank you guys for everything, as always. I want to thank you for the donations. I know, do what you can. I know it's been tough with this coronavirus. Again, I hope we're all praying for each other. I know I am. And that none of us receive the coronavirus. If it happens, then that we recover quickly. Anyway, I want to thank you for giving what you can. I want to thank you for liking the video, so I can see through your likes and your comments, how am I doing? Is there anything I need to change? I'm open to criticism that's helpful, but criticism is just mean. I mean, I don't know. There's a little Virgo in me that just, I could go off, but it's just that, but then there's the other side of me. It's like, what's the point? This person is not ready, period. Or, I'm not for this person. I don't pretend that everyone's going to like me. I already know that. Listen, I'm 59 years old. I have learned that in my life. Trust me. But for those that it does reach, I mean, God, I get some emails that just let me know for sure that I'm on the right path. I should ask you, maybe I'll email a few of you and ask you if it's okay that I read it on YouTube, because they're just beautiful, and I want you to know, even though, God, I gotta start answering. That's something I've got to change. I do read them though. They're beautiful. And I thank you for letting me know that I'm reaching you in the way that it makes sense to me. Because otherwise, I think, why would I be doing this, right? Why? Because this is not what I was, like, let's say, trained in life. Somebody left a comment and said, because this is what I get paid to do for a living, I should do it a certain way. Well, tarot readers aren't paid to, I mean, I guess you are. If I open my home up, something like that. I don't know, I just thought it was a very strange comment. So, don't talk about yourself. Well, I usually don't, but I find myself talking about myself lately, and I think it's okay. I think you guys are saying, don't worry about it, Sandy. Anyway, sometimes I just ramble. Not that it's bothering me. I don't want you to think that things bother me or it's going to cause me to stop reading. If someone says, like, you say like too much, I do think of that and I'll try to change it. But I mean, if someone says, don't talk about you, you have the wrong channel. If someone says, stop saying well, then I can't help it. Don't do this. I don't want to think about certain things. I like to read the way I read. I read the way I feel like that I'm meant to read. So, thank you for those who just accept me the way I am. I love you guys. Keep leaving your comments. Keep helping each other. Show support. We all really need it right now. We got nothing better to do than sit around and watch videos right now. So, pass it along. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry so long. In a way, kind of, sort of. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic month, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.